Have you ever reached a point in your career where things are going well, but doesn't feel like the way you thought it would? You've made progress, you've grown, you've achieved things you all once wanted, and yet there is a quiet discomfort. Not dissatisfaction exactly, but a sense that something is missing. And this is a strange place to be because from the outside everything looks fine. So you don't even talk about it openly. You just carry it quietly. And I've seen this happen to a lot of capable professionals. If I'm being honest, I've felt this at different points as well. So the question is, what's really going on here? One way to understand this is early in your career, you are chasing progress. You want growth, recognition, movement. And that's very energizing because everything is new, everything feels like it's adding up. But over time, something changes. Progress continues, but meaning doesn't always keep up. Now, let me explain this. In the beginning, effort and rewards are closely linked. You do something, you see the result. You learn something, you grow. Now, that feedback loop is strong, but later in your career, that loop becomes less obvious. You're doing more, but it doesn't always feel more meaningful. Now, let me give you a simple example. You might move into a bigger role, more responsibility, more decisions, more expectations. But instead of feeling excited, you feel heavier, more responsible, but not necessarily more fulfilled. And this is confusing because you got what you were working towards. So why doesn't it feel right? Now, one reason is this. Most careers are built by saying yes. Yes to opportunity, yes to role, yes to growth, and that works for a long time. But over time, these yeses create a path. And one day you realize you're on a path you didn't consciously choose. You just kept moving forward. And that's not necessarily wrong, but it can feel misaligned. And then there is another layer to this. As you grow, your life outside work changes too. Responsibilities increase, priorities shift. What mattered earlier doesn't always matter in the same way. But your career may still be moving based on your earlier definition of success. And that creates a gap between where you are going and what actually matters to you now. And most people don't pause to question this because things are fine. So what do you do in a situation like this? I don't think the answer is to suddenly change everything or make dramatic decisions. The first step is much simpler. Just noticing. Noticing that progress and fulfillment are not the same thing. And just because one is happening doesn't guarantee the other. And the second step is asking a slightly different question. Not what my next step, but is the direction I'm moving is still right for me? And that question doesn't have an immediate answer. But it creates awareness because careers are very good at pulling you forward. But they rarely force you to pause, and that pause is where clarity comes from. So if you ever find yourself in that phase where everything looks fine, but something doesn't quite feel right, don't ignore it, but also don't panic. Just take it as a signal. Not that something is wrong, but that something needs to be re-examined. Because success is not just about moving forward. It's about moving forward in a direction that still makes sense to you. So if you're liking these episodes, do subscribe to the channel, like and press the bell icon. And yes, do share it with your friends and colleagues who might find this as useful as you do. Thank you.